Guess who, Jan? It's been fantastic to know you and your family for in excess of 40 years now. And the work I've seen you do through the charitable network in Newcastle has just been extraordinary. And what you've meant to me personally, you and your family, really, makes my heart melt.
Jan is a beautiful person and it was a fantastic supporter of myself as chairman of the foundation. And Jan is a fantastic fundraiser for HMRI. She's raised over $1.5 million for HMRI over the decade from 2008 to 2018.
I met Jan through my husband James. He told me about this woman who he'd met on the side of the road who he invited to his studio, and it was always this mythical story about this Jan. And we were living in Melbourne together, and she wrote him a letter and said, "If I buy you some art supplies, would you do me a painting of the ocean?"
It was the beginning of what has been such a long, enduring friendship, relationship with Jan and her family. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the majority of the goodness that has radiated out of my life, has come from Jan.
And then I got to meet her, and she also started to buy my artwork too. And at one point, I don't think she realised, her and Frank, that they'd bought a painting of both James and mine, and that actually meant we could live in Berlin, where we were living at the time, for 6 months. And they probably didn't realise what an impact that had on our lives.
Jan's the person that got us involved with Got Your Back Sister and started our partnership with Hamilton Rugby Club. That's grown over the last few years, and that's largely through Jan's nurturing of that involvement. Jan is she's a brilliant person. She's very caring. You can't have a conversation with Jan and not walk away feeling better about yourself. That's what she does for people.
My mum has always been really passionate about helping people in the community in need, and that's something that she's definitely taught myself, my brother and my sister to do as well. My sister telling me when they were younger that they used to have to put all the couch cushions into the back of the car, because at the time my mum was working as a counsellor and she was helping youth in need, people that had mental health issues or drug dependency issues, and they said, "Why do we have to keep putting these couch cushions in the back of the car?" And she said, "Well, I want the people to feel like, somebody's actually caring about them and someone is genuinely listening to what they say and they're comfortable while they are telling their story."
And what she does then reverberates out through community, and these little things that drip through that you finally hear because she's so humble, she doesn't talk about it, of how she's enabled someone or just given someone a little lift here and there, whether it's encouragement in the many different ways and the ways that she does it. She's just got that touch with people, and what she touches turns to gold.
I met Jan, must have been probably in the very first year of starting Got Your Back Sister. She reached out to me and we went for a coffee. And straight away, Jan was like, "What can I do to help you?" And so she did things like, helping organise some groceries, and came and volunteered. And especially in terms of running events and fundraising, because she is a fundraising queen. But the biggest thing she has given me, and it's the thing I'm probably most grateful for, is that she always believes in me. You always have doubters, you always have people who question what you do, and sometimes you question yourself. And I go, Jan is my go-to person when I'm struggling, and she always has the right things to say. That really means the world to me. It really does. She's been like a fairy godmother in our lives, always just checking in, even though she knows things are going really well now. She just checks just in case, because she knows that life can sometimes just take turns. She's so aware of how complex things can be, and she really gets into people, and she's one of the most special people in my life.
Look, I just can't think enough of what you've done, again, for the wider charitable network. I think this is really deserving for you to be acknowledged in this way amongst your peers. And I think that the society that we live in couldn't do without people like you.
Sincerely wouldn't be here without Jan. There's just no way.
Mum has 10 grandchildren, and they all love her dearly. My mum is an amazing gran to my children and an amazing mum to me, and she's been a really big support in my life.
We love you, Gran.
So Jan, I really want you to know what a wonderful, special woman you are. You absolutely epitomise values of the Sista Code, and there are so many people who I know share stories of how you've supported them, and please know that you are so loved and valued, and there's so many people that are so grateful to have you in their lives. So thank you.